And I closed my eyes, feeling lighter and lighter.
Get your tactical skills ready. Calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away. Join Andy, Max, Sammy, and more in 2 full story campaigns, each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical action. Flex your strategic muscles across a multitude of modes. Design your own maps and share them with friends. Plus, go head-to-head in local and online play. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo Switch April 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
PlayStation. Oh my god! Oh my god!
くびを繰り返す日々に少しずつ慣れてゆき、いくつもの朝が過ぎてく。日差しが強まり、雲間に風が流れて、水面に揺れる影、いたずらな笑顔、世界が開いた運命のその光の筋の真ん中に、自分で選び掴み取れる痛みとか希望という名の何かが瞬いて、あの夏の隠れ家騒がしく何も知らぬ僕たちをただ静かに佇み、世界の外側いざなう、いつの間に走り出す答えはまだ見つからないけれど、手を伸ばす想い忘れないで、虹色の夏が始まる。
Remaster collection of both Baten Kaitos games, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, is coming to Nintendo Switch. After a long and peaceful era on the floating islands above Earth, the Empire's conspiracy looms closer. As spirits dwelling within the protagonists, you'll stand up to the Empire across two different eras of war. During your travels, you'll visit various locales and team up with like-minded allies. Battles are fought using cards called Magnus. Your attack power is determined by the attributes and combinations of your cards, which are randomly dealt from the deck. In these real-time battles, you'll need to make split-second decisions to edge closer to victory. What revelations will come to light in the skies above and the lands below? Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster soars onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Experience Bayonetta's origins as a young witch named Cereza.
Mummy?
Seeking the power to rescue her imprisoned mother, she ventures deep into the Avalon Forest ruled by fairies.
I'm going to that forest! I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy.
There, she'll encounter the otherworldly demon Cheshire. You'll control both witch and demon at the same time. Harness Cereza's magic and Cheshire's ferocity to travel through this mysterious and dangerous forest. They'll need to work together in battle as well.
Cheshire, let's go!
Cereza cannot attack and can only support Cheshire by magically binding enemies. Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks, or stop an aggressive one to focus on another. Strategically use each character's abilities to win battles. The duo will gain strength as they continue their journey. By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
Cheshire, let's go!
Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon prowls onto the Nintendo Switch system March 17th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Blood Bowl is the legendary game of fantasy football where the rules change, sponsors chase the best teams and star players, and new competitions emerge. But what has actually changed for you with the release of Blood Bowl 3? In the single-player mode of Blood Bowl 3, an agent decides to take you under his wing and give your team financial backing. This means you can recruit players and enter the clash of sponsors by competing against the best teams in the old world. This competition brings together the best teams sponsored by the most influential brands, and the players include the biggest stars like the legendary Griff Oberwald. As some of you already know, 12 factions will be available at launch. Some are already well known, like the Dwarves and Dark Elves, but brand new factions have also been added, such as the Imperial Nobility, Old World Alliance, Chaos Renegades, and of course the Black Orcs. Many others will be added later, and all will be available in the campaign mode. A Kraken, unbearable heat, insect swarms. The new dynamic pitches hold many surprises. In certain situations, these pitches transform during the match and change the rules depending on the scenario. For example, if you score a touchdown in the first half on the Dark Elves pitch, the crowd will cheer, which wakes up a monstrous sea creature that will rage for the whole of the second half. Be careful with your players. You will need to adapt your game because they're more likely to fall and will have trouble getting back up. Blood Bowl 3 is based on the new rules of the board game. The biggest change is undoubtedly the introduction of the passing statistic. Passing the ball is no longer linked to a player's agility, but to a player's passing ability instead. Catching the ball is still based on agility. Some players don't even have passing ability, which means that if they try to pass the ball, they will automatically fail, but they can still hand off the ball to an adjacent player. This significantly changes the game in many ways, especially for teams with high agility who could previously pass to anyone in their team. New rules means new tactics and new ways to dominate your opponent. You will also find new skills such as Defensive, which allows the player with the skill to counter the Guard skill. This changes strategies in many ways as Guard is one of the key defensive skills. Throwers and runners also have their share of new skills. There's Running Pass, which allows you to continue an action after making a quick pass, and Safe Pair of Hands, which allows the player with the ball to place the ball on any square if they're KO'd. The player leveling up system has also been completely redesigned. Simply put, it provides much more flexibility and spreads out level increases within the team as the cost increases with each level. It's now more desirable to keep a certain level uniformity within your team to avoid paying exorbitant XP to upgrade your favorite player. In addition, choosing a random skill is half the cost of choosing a specific skill, and increasing a characteristic like strength or agility is expensive. There are many other new features in Blood Bowl 3, such as player and team customization, the arrival of a season system, or unique models of star players, for example. All these new features will help each coach stand out from the crowd, with new mechanics that enable new tactics, new pitches, and lots of factions. You can therefore flaunt your own distinctive style in the old world during the clash of sponsors, and against other players in multiplayer modes.
Nightmare woke him up. Frightened by his mother's bedtime story, he searched for his sister's comfort. But she was nowhere to be found. The bramble covers all where darkness has taken hold. Follow the light. You will find what you are searching for within the mountain. That is what happens when you do not listen to your mother.
Hi, I'm Arnold Rauers, and this is Card Crawl Adventure. Card Crawl Adventure is a single-player card game with light deck building and roguelike elements. The core gameplay revolves around the game's unique pathing mechanic. By drawing a path through your cards, you combine attacks and magical spells to defeat devious monsters and tavern bosses. Each game, you visit each tavern's deck merchant to draft new cards for your deck. A full adventure consists of completing 5 out of 7 taverns. On a randomly generated map, you decide which taverns you visit and which bosses you will face. After each completed tavern, you can pick from a set of rewards, which includes equipping new items and magical charms to help you on your journey. The game features a variety of different characters, each with their own unique cards, unlockable equipments, and playstyles. Character cards can be upgraded and offer another layer of customization in each game. By completing quests, defeating bosses and looting shiny treasures, you gain gold, which can then be spent for more upgrades or be hoarded for even better high scores. But watch out for the tavern barkeepers, because they don't like adventurers who don't pay that tab. This is Card Crawl Adventure. Make sure to follow the game, join our Discord community, and most importantly, wishlist the game now.
Dracula's Castle beckons in this new paid DLC for the roguelite action platformer, Dead Cells. Venture through the castle's hellish halls and outskirts alongside Richter Belmont and Alucard, leading up to a showdown with Death and Dracula himself. Wield the Vampire Killer and other iconic weapons as you vanquish legions of monsters in frenetic combat. 12 original covers and 51 songs from the Castlevania series accompany you during your quest in Dead Cells: Return to Castlevania, sinking its teeth into Nintendo Switch March 6th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
問題ない交際費まだ無茶は食べろ言っても無駄だし任せろついに来たなここがポリスセンター
デカシムは刑事訓練用の仮想空間現実がコピーされた世界
すごい ここ本当に仮想空間なの？この事件のパズルを解き明かす。まだ30分も経ってないよ。そもそもこの事件には最初から違和感があった。この事件の犯人はお前だ。警察だ、おとなしくしろ。
武力兵器の使用はデカバングルにかざして申請よ。
ヒゲじじい、宝石強奪未遂で現行犯逮捕する。面白くなるよ。ハーバードがカラフル猫ちゃんになってる。何が起こった？
誰かがデータを置き換えたんだ。
警察のシステムに潜入しプログラムを書き換えた。それって完全に犯罪だぞ。これが犯罪だと？この狂った街では手段を選んではいられない。私腹を肥やす豚どもは一匹残らず排除する。
Agent Ace, on standby. No matter how far, I'll hit my mark.
Oh man! Come on, just get lost in the crowd.
They never see me coming. Going undercover. Tango down. Agent neutralized. Mission complete. Let's just hope they don't drown me in paperwork.
That's a good disguise. I dig! No pity for spies! One last mission. Let's make it count. Just try me. Don't take it personally. Ha! That's how we do it. Old school style.
Now, for the great escape. Like I was never here.
Might need this. Easier than I thought.
Parfait. This person should be wary of thieves. What's yours is mine.
Me? Okay, I'll do my best. Yes! No way! Come on. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Uh-oh. Someone might need a bandage over here.
I was born ready, baby. I'm not suspicious.
Come on.
Oh, look at that. Let's destroy them. Fire in the hole.
Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted.
So my pellet went pff, and then pow, and then bam! I won.
Strand flows through you as it flows through everything. Now is the time to lean into using Strand, not back away from it. where the current takes you.
Adventure awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. Embark on a new adventure to find 3 magical books and save the mysterious island of Monoth. Run, jump, and swing to explore every nook and cranny of the island. By unlocking special abilities, you can reach new places and find secret areas. Cross large chasms with boost jump. Ground-pound barriers to open new spaces. And glide through the air to reach distant platforms and hidden areas. Each character's personality shines through in their actions. Up to 4 pals locally can brave the island. Share a hug for extra health. Play leapfrog for larger jumps. Or drop a rope to lend a hand. Work together to save Monoth, and you might discover new paths. While exploring the island, you'll meet unusual allies and dangerous foes. Study their movements carefully to figure out the secrets to victory. Join Mickey and friends on a high-flying adventure in Disney Illusion Island, swinging onto Nintendo Switch July 28th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Hey everyone, it's Matt Castelmessina. I'm the CEO of Rogue.
And I'm Craig Harris. I'm the Senior Design Manager at Rogue.
And we are playing Dust and Neon for PC. This is our twin-stick roguelike shooter. Coming soon to PC, Switch, and all sorts of other fun places that we'll talk about later. You play as the nameless gunslinger in the game, and he's been brought back to life by this scientist character who you can see roaming around here. And you're made of rabid rat meat and human flesh, and the good news is you get brought back to life every time you die, and you do die a lot in this game.
It's a whole thing.
Get used to it. Yeah, hence the roguelite portion. So this is your home base, and let's start with your upgrades, Craig. Yes, the Clonomatic. And so you've got offensive and defensive upgrades. There are 24 in total. Each one has multiple levels, and these significantly change the way your character plays. So you'll get everything from the ability to increase the accuracy on aim, to shorten the charge on your special moves like slides and dives.
Yeah, and as you level up, you'll earn these points, and you keep these perks even when you die. So that's the good thing. That's what makes this a roguelite.
Correct. Now go ahead and hop out of there and let's go check out.
Well, let me spend some points yet, man.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I got like 6 points here.
Do it. So yeah, every time you make an upgrade here, the character reacts, and then you're losing points, obviously, that you'll get back later in the game. Let's go check out your weapons real quick, Craig, on the gun materializer.
Sure. So yeah, when you die, you come back here. There'll be guns waiting for you, but they're not so great.
You got to take what you can get here with these kinds of weapons when you come back to life. But that's better than nothing. You do have the ability, however, to upgrade your weapons at various other points at your base.
Luckily, I didn't die before we started the save, so I have weapons already, and you can compare the ones you hold to the ones you might want to pick up. The yellow means it's better than yours, and red means it's not. And I'm just going to keep what I got.
Yeah, and I love this too because it just pops in and out of that sort of first-person back to third-person view, and it's really seamless. So we'll take you through some of this. You're going to build all of this stuff out as you play the game over hours and hours. We're saying this is around a 15-plus single-player adventure, and that's going to jump significantly if you're a completionist to something like 30, maybe even 40 hours. There's a lot here for you to do. So as you die, you are able to come back to life and take advantage of various upgrades that you eventually build at your base. So Craig, maybe take us through the gun materializer.
So yeah, the gun materializer is what we just showed you, where basically there's some weapons waiting for you. And in fact, if you noticed that when I walked away through that, there was one slot that was not available. So I can actually buy that slot right now. Let me do that so that we can actually show you. Now that I have the third slot open, I can get the rifle. But again, I have a better rifle than what's here, so I'm just going to keep that.
Yeah, that just opens the weapon type. It doesn't necessarily guarantee the weapon's going to be good.
Next one, Clonomatic. So basically this one is every time you die, you lose everything except the points that you earn to spend on your character. In this case, I can actually unlock a perk where the money that I earn is actually, I keep 10% of that. So there's more. If you see all those stars waiting for me, there's a lot more cooler things that I can unlock. But for now, I need to spend on that 10%.
So next up?
So the gun shop. Yeah, we haven't shown you the gun shop yet, but basically this will enhance the gun shop of all the weapons that are waiting for you to buy. So the money that you earn and spend when you actually complete a level and not die, you have the money to spend on awesome weapons. This will perk those up.
Right, and they're better weapons in general, but they cost a lot of money. So just be prepared to spend.
And then Frank's Mind Blowers, you'll also see near the gun shop is a guy named Frank. He's got these perks that you can purchase.
But the perks allow you to, pre-mission, jump into a mission, use a perk for one mission only. So for instance, let's say you wanted to have a faster reload or you wanted to be able to run faster or what have you. That would happen for one mission and then you'd be out again.
Yes. And then finally, we got the buyback-o-matic. So basically when you die, you'll lose everything, including the weapons. You might have gotten a really awesome weapon. The buyback-o-matic will sometimes keep, that weapon will be made available to you.
That's right. So if you own a really awesome sniper rifle and you just loved it, and then you died and lost it, this would be the place you'd go to potentially get it back. Not a guarantee, but it could happen.
Sure. So that's it. Let's start a mission.
Let's do it. All right, so as you're going to see here, there are very few load times between indoors and outdoors, and Craig's taking you over to a new area. So this would be Frank's Mind Blowers, and you could unlock that at some point.
It's kind of pricey. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, let's wait on that. And there's other areas you'll see here as well that we're not going to show you today, but you can unlock these as well. There you go. And this would be the gun store that Craig unlocked previously.
And there are some good weapons here, but again, it's pricey, and I only have less than $1,200, so I'm not going to spend.
All right, Craig, let's go ahead and jump into a mission.
Go to the bounty board. So these are the ones I've unlocked so far. So Outer Wilds is the first area that you start out in, and then the boss. Once you beat the boss, you get to the second, and beat the boss here, you'll unlock the third, the fourth, which I haven't done in this save file. So we'll go a little easy on me right now. But even though these are the earlier levels, because I'm leveled up, the levels are actually a lot harder now, and some of the health might not be there for me, or some of the weapons might not be as strong. So. And
the enemies themselves level up with you, right? They become harder as well.
Yes, they do. In fact, we'll show you that. Let's just do a standard beat the enemies level. So this mission is just clear the enemies. You'll see them come out.
Okay, before we even get to the action, Craig, maybe go ahead and just aim down sights and show the accuracy by twirling that around. There you go. And let's talk about the reload and how quickly you can access your weapon wheel as well.
So here's the weapons. You can actually hold down the weapon button to pull up the wheel and make it easy to switch from your revolver to your shotgun to your rifles. Or you can just quick swap them with the Y button. This is the PC version, so the Y button. And you can also use the D-pad to accurately switch between the different kind of weapons as well.
Cool, and then go ahead and take cover really quick. There you go. And you saw he slid into that, right? So you're going to be sliding, you're going to be diving a lot, and then cover happens automatically. You don't really need to think about it. You just walk behind an object and you're good to go. That's because we wanted you to focus on the gunplay, which is what really matters. Totally. And you'll see as well that when Craig took a dive there, there's a little recharge that pops up right underneath the character. So that's something you can upgrade in the shop throughout the game so that your recharges are slower and you're faster.
You will not be able to spam the slide button. As you can hear, I am reloading every single bullet into my chamber.
I think this is what really distinguishes Dust and Neon in many ways, is the reload mechanism. You have to manually reload every single bullet into your chamber every single time. So it becomes part of your action management as you're playing. You just remember, oh my gosh, I'm almost out of bullets. Boom, I gotta reload, 1, 2, 3, and then keep shooting. At first, this is a little tricky, but I think as you come to grips with it, it becomes second nature, and it really makes you feel like you've got a ton of skill as you advance through the areas.
Totally, and this is one of the many crates that you'll find in the game. And in this case, I picked up a weapon that's nowhere near as good as what I already have. I mean, you can compare it if you really want to, but you can see that I've got all yellow. So I can turn it into scrap. I can just earn a quick buck just by scrapping any guns that I find. And obviously you want to loot as much as you can find so that you can purchase awesome things when you actually succeed in this mission. I'm going to scrap this one. And some $10. Oop. And they actually follow you in and out of buildings as well. So you think if you can run outside and be safe? Sorry.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Hopefully you can see that this is not an easy game. You know, there are a lot of enemies coming at you at any given moment, and you really have to think about when to run, when to hide, and then when to come out with guns blazing. And I think that really the best players are going to be doing a combination of all of these things at any given second. You will be using the slide dodge mechanic all the time. You will be taking cover all the time. You will be bullet managing all the time. And then you'll be weapon cycling all the time to take out different enemy types, and also based on how far away or close they are. Obviously a shotgun is going to impact somebody up close, sniper rifle for far away, and revolver is a good go-to for anything in between.
If I don't take cover, I'm going to die, so I need to watch this guy right here.
Yeah, Craig's almost dead already here in this demo. It's just pretty great. And so he's really got to be careful here. But you know what? If he does die, which he might, we'll just see how this goes. You'll see what happens, you know, to the gunslinger and what you do next.
And this is the problem when you're playing later levels. Health is kind of scarce.
And there goes Craig. Down
So
for the count.
everything I got in that level is gone. Like, I've lost everything.
And here we are. Craig has died, and we are back in the base. So what are we going to do here?
Well, I got nothing. So I died. I have no weapons, so I need to
just
pick up the basic. These are all free, but they're also crap. So if you think you're going to succeed with these weapons, you got another thing coming. So that's why you have the buyback-o-matic here. I do have some bank cash I can spend on better weapons. Again, there might be better weapons at the shop, but you have some of the weapons that you've collected along the way waiting for you here. So
let's go check out the shop.
Yeah. And we got some cheap weapons. Better than this one is definitely better than what I got. So the gun shop will have a revolver, rifle, and shotgun waiting for you. Some might be better than the others. It's a toughie. It's a tough one. I'll take it.
Do it.
Let's show you a different level. Let's go to the train level. Train levels are great because basically you're robbing the train, and there's tons of cash, tons of weapons waiting for you in this one. The problem is tight quarters, and you might find yourself running into lots of enemies in tight rooms.
Right, so a good way to tackle a stage like this is to always go backward. Don't be afraid to back up and shoot as enemies come toward you like they're doing right now. Because these areas are so constrained, it's much harder to just run away or to dodge away. So you really have to stand your ground more, or, as I say, back up, back up, back up.
And you're robbing 3 trains at once, so that's pretty cool too. And there's a little bit of, like world building history over here. You can see like a dead human. What's that about? You're just gonna have to play the game and find out.
One thing to note, hopefully you've seen this, there's a lot of robot destruction, but you're not killing biological forms very often in this game, if ever, in fact. And so, really the only one who's got any biologics is you, and maybe the scientist. And you're made partly of rat flesh, so I'm not sure if we count you as human. That being said, we don't really consider this a sort of traditionally violent game in the sense there's not a lot of gore.
The closest you're going to get from gore is the oil that the robots spill on the way. So Waiting for him at the end is a triple barrel shotgun. It's great in everything except damage. I think I'm going to take it.
And we're back at the base. What are we going to do now?
We're going to check out a boss battle.
Let's go.
We'll keep with the first boss battle. We're not going to tease the second boss battle just yet. Although we did kind of tease it in our trailer, but who cares?
You'll notice here, as Craig's playing as well, that when you drop into a boss encounter, you don't just immediately fight the boss.
No, it's a lead up. Total lead up.
You gotta really work for it.
And of course, it wouldn't be a video game without red barrels to shoot. So we have those as well, and you just miss it. Oh crap! There's one up here. Good. Let me get that one. And then, so like I can strategically shoot the barrel if I can hit it, and it will detonate and kill anybody that's around it, which is awesome. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that again. All right, I guess I'm gonna show the second boss fight.
These enemies are determined to make sure you don't see that boss fight.
Very much so.
You'll be seeing here in this version as well that Rogue is kind of obsessed, and so is the developer Dave Markbar, with maintaining 60 frames a second in all of our games. And so when that is humanly possible, we strive for it here at Rogue.
Oh, we definitely strive for it with this one. I need some health badly.
We've cut away, and Craig is not doing so well on this boss fight. We may not be able to show you a boss fight today.
It's fine. It's fine.
Just imagine it. Just go watch the trailer.
Oh, luckily the cover's here. Oh man, give me health. No health. Again, randomly generated pickups in levels, so there's not a single health drop for me to pick up. Oh, bummer. I couldn't show you the boss.
Take it out.
And that is Dust and Neon.
That is Dust and Neon. It has bosses. You didn't see them with us today, but trust me, they're there and they're awesome. And watch the trailer. Yeah.
It's a huge oasis of opportunities. Synth City is a place where each destiny has a story of its own. In this city, everyone's after something. Some want to become successful or just pass the time. And others are searching for their place or true purpose. And then there are those who want to meet someone or even change the world. But I can help them. I can interfere. I can sway their fates in a way the city won't. Neither will they. I can do a lot of things. After all, I'm an electronics engineer, ready to take on any job.
Dex. That body we just found. When I saw it, it felt like that was still me in there.
Your DNA scans show that you're a military clone pilot. No wonder you bettered my predecessor. What if I broadcast your profile?
You may not like who will come looking for me.
Hundreds of loose cannons like you roaming the region and causing problems. Something had to be done about it.
There's something of great value in the DMZ. One big, easy job. Be my ticket out of here, and yours too.
Your authority, your traitors, your lies, and your filthy presence have no place here.
They call themselves Okar Prime. Any opportunity to trigger a new war would suit their purposes perfectly.
It is time to be clear about your allegiances. We can leave you in peace, or I can put you and your companions on a high-priority eliminate list. Which will it be?
You don't understand what's at stake. So, are you in?
I'm still trying to figure you out, Adam. It's clear you're running from something.
I can't help what I am. All I cared about to start with was getting out of the DMZ.
There's no going back now.
Things are looking up, Hive. I think I see light at the end of the tunnel.
So soon?
Now, where to begin? Ah, yes, concerning fablings. For as long as time, fablings have, much to their delight, been ignored by the harsher world. Perhaps due to their small frames, their round bellies, or maybe since they have a reputation for being, well, simple. As the world around them bickers and barks, fablings are quite content going about their days, farming, mining, fishing, and laughing. Actually, the only thing I've ever seen a fabling fuss about is what their home and its surroundings look like. Fablings really only care about three things in life: a place to call home, food, and love. Ah, love, an elusive magic, and one of the few things fablings are willing to fight for. Oh, you wouldn't think it looking at them, but there are quite a few stories of fabling bravery. But that's a story for another time.
Live the life you want in a new fantasy life game. While exploring the once thriving island, you'll meet a mysterious girl. Then travel between past and present to make the island your own. Become a woodcutter, angler, cook, blacksmith, paladin, magician, and more. Take on different roles to develop the island. How will you rebuild? This life is yours to live. After 1,000 years, the restoration is about to begin. Fantasy Life On, the girl who steals time.
to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And you're in luck. Tons of people are seeking the latest trends. Give them a like if you dig their style. Or suggest new outfits for them to grow as an influencer. Now it's time for fashion design. Choose from over 1,000 design options. Then add a personal touch to give your item a final flourish. You can get the items other people are wearing by liking them. Mix and match your favorites to create new looks. By connecting online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand. Got an eye for fashion? Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch this year.
Luca があの島に行ってしまいました。あの島の人たちはもう咲いてしまっているかもしれない。咲いた。咲いてしまった。
でもルカちゃんがどこにいるのか。
そうだ、私はこの祭りを見ていた。大切な何かを置いてきた。思い出したくない。早くここから出ないと。これがあればきっと私みたいにならずに済むから。もう鬼ごっこはおしまいだ。曲とともに訪れる深い記憶のかけら。その仮面のかけらをあの子に渡してください。知らない方がいいことがあるの。月はみの面を完成させる。思い出した。そうだ、この曲。そう上手ね。ねえルカ、もっと上手に弾けるようになったら。
emblems are coming to future waves of the Fire Emblem Engage Expansion Pass DLC. Wave 2 includes Hector, Emblem of Strength, Raise Defense and Unleash Counterattacks.
There is only one person who can make
Soren, Emblem of Acumen. Cast magic spells over a wide area.
What? Is that on?
Camilla, Emblem of Revelation. Modify the terrain to hinder enemies. Wave 3 includes Chrom and Robin, Emblem of Bonds. Overwhelm foes with sword and magic attacks.
You had it the wrong way around.
Veronica, Emblem of Heroes.
I see you!
Summon additional allies to fight for your cause. Challenge newly added missions to recruit these new emblems. And in Wave 4, a new story called Bell Xenologue will be unlocked.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
Who is it that's putting your world in danger now?
Watch out! Assassin!
Wave 2 of the Fire Emblem Engage Expansion Pass for the Fire Emblem Engage game launches on the Nintendo Switch system later today. Who's there? Wait, is that? Well, that can't be good. The time-bending murder mystery Ghost Trick returns in HD. After kicking the bucket and becoming a ghost, you can possess and control objects. With your powers, you can even help others, like this woman, and change any ill-fated, fates. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo Switch this summer. This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity hangs in the balance. In this narrative adventure, harness your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel between worlds, see the future, and decide humanity's fate. Many branching story paths, along with a riveting soundtrack by Celeste composer Lena Raine, set the stage for your journey. Eventually, you'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like Bond, power, or chaos to change the story's outcome. To which destiny do you aspire? Harmony: The Fall of Reverie launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch.
Our target is a data vault, located 4 floors below the ground.
Inaccessible from the outside. Walls made of reinforced concrete, at least 2 meters thick.
We could still use the elevator.
You'd need a biometric access card. Luckily, I know a guy.
The other way leads in through the maintenance shaft in the power room. Possibly guarded.
Guard shouldn't be too much trouble, if you play your cards right.
And what about these lovely blast doors here?
It's barely an inconvenience. Our hacker will need about 28 seconds of direct access to crack the locks.
A solid plan. So, once I have the goods, what then? You already have a buyer lined up?
Well, snatching the data? That was the easy part. Getting it out of there, well, that might prove challenging.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
Eeny, meeny, mo, warrior played a mighty blow, but the monsters didn't go. All that's left was warrior's toe. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Then he didn't come alone. The mage cast lightning in a cone. Rogue tried saving him with block. All that's left was his sock. They don't know it can't be beat. I can make it all repeat.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Gather all the friends you know. Make the story sung by Bard. Wish list now. The game Hellcard.
A new story will unfold in the Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe game. Magolor, the interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers and must escape the realm between dimensions. All he can do now is a basic attack and jump. To regain Magolor's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced. Improve Magolor's levitation or increase his attack range. The order in which you restore his powers is up to you. There are over 20 interdimensional stages to explore. Up to 4 players on the same system can venture through this mysterious realm together. Can Magolor restore his powers and safely return to his world? You can access this new epilogue after clearing story mode. After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop. Up to 4 players can play a specially arranged demo with select stages and sub-games. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 24th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors!
Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him. Please, lend him your power.
Yoshi's Island. A brand new course is zooming into Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. Birdo, who originally hit the track in Mario Kart Double Dash, is also being added to Wave 4. Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game races onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring. Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own. The first Metroid Prime game, originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system, has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Explore Talon 4 from the perspective of Samus Aran. But beware, there's more to this alien planet than meets the eye. Visors are the key to your adventure. They'll help you discover info and clues on how to progress. Depending on the situation, a certain visor may be required. When hostile creatures attack, keep them in your sights with the lock-on feature. Then fight back with beams, missiles, bombs, and more. This remaster adds new dual-stick controls, allowing you to move around while separately changing your point of view. You can also select a control style that recreates the feel of the original game, among other control options. Explore Talon 4 with your preferred playstyle. The digital version of Metroid Prime Remastered launches on Nintendo eShop later today. The physical version of the game will be available in stores February 22nd. Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online. On Nintendo Switch, you can play these games anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day. Let's introduce the games that will be available at launch. Tetris. Arrange the falling tetraminos and aim for a high score. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Reclaim the castle that Wario stole from you. The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening DX. Awaken the Windfish to escape Koholint Island. Gargoyle's Quest. Save the Ghoul Realm as Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series. Game & Watch Gallery 3. Play an assortment of Game & Watch titles. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Solve a murder mystery on the supernatural Shadow Island. Metroid 2, Return of Samus. Destroy the Metroids hiding on planet SR-388. Wario Land 3. Traverse a world that changes between day and night based on your actions. Kirby's Dream Land. Float, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title. You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters. Up to 2 players can play compatible games together locally or online. More games will be added in the future. And Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack. Here are the games that you can play at launch. Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory. WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. Experience the origins of the lightning-fast micro games. Koru Koru Korurin. Guide the spinning stick to the goal without hitting obstacles. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Race in the first Mario Kart game created for a portable system. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Venture through a zany world and fight with equally zany attacks. The Legend of Zelda, The Minish Cap. Shrink to miniature size and dive into a big adventure. Local and online play is supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together. More games will be added to this library as well. After this presentation, you can play these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership.
I want to change that. I want Ku to be a home for all, regardless of birth. A place where we look out for each other. In order to realize that, I would suffer any loss.
Thank you, everyone! The fun is just getting started. Now, watch me shine!
I plan to do all I can to share the wealth and help make the world a happier place. That's what being a merchant means to me.
It is not your life I want. It's Harvey's.
Enough!
Where is he?
I've made up my mind. I will kill you and leave the Black Snakes. I will finally be free.
I understand that your faith is shaken. But I ask you, do you not wish to know the truth?
I love Totohaha and the people who call it home. And that's why I want to protect it. And that means I'm going to fight!
It is our mission as apothecaries to ensure that everyone lives long enough for their hopes to become reality, even if it costs us our own lives.
Now go forward, Pride of the Sands!
There is none worthy to be my foe! None!
I found it, at last, the seventh source.
Harvey, you bastard! What do you fight for?
It wasn't the only thing that mattered to you.
I believe there's something out there more valuable than wealth.
I wish I had a lifetime to report on your shenanigans.
I came here to kill you.
I raised you as if you were truly my own.
Silence, you abominable reptile!
You're leaving again, aren't you?
I simply wish to bring the truth to light.
Prepare yourselves for a show.
Dreams aren't good for nothing.
You have a habit of putting others above yourself, don't you?
I will extend a helping hand to all in need.
The stars, they're all gone.
Something's coming.
I smell a quarry unlike any other.
It's here.
I must find an answer to this conundrum.
The food will spoil if we stand around like a bunch of frightened deer. We can do anything we set our minds to.
Well, it's plain what we've got to do. Keep moving forward, right?
Let us walk together a while longer, friends.
I think I'll stick around for a little more fun.
Somewhere, someone cries out for aid.
Let's get on with it, shall we?
What does it mean to play a role in a vast world of adventure? The places you go, the deeds you do, the tales whose hero you become. Every road is yours to take. Octopath Traveler 2, February 24th, 2023. Embark on an adventure all your own. Demo now available.
Duke it out in this free-to-play online multiplayer showdown. Form 2 teams of 3 and challenge others to lightning-fast battles, air hockey style. Use each striker's skills to dominate each match. Change the course trajectory from afar. Block areas to gain the advantage. Or knock opponents out of the arena with explosive moves. Omega Strikers slides onto Nintendo Switch April 27th. Pre-orders for this free-to-play game begin today on Nintendo eShop.
The path shapes you. The spirits perfect you.
Misery made manifest.
Bullseye.
How's my KD?
We got him, Snowball!
I'll light my own path. Lure me out. I dare you. I feel unstoppable.
That was so cool!
Let the Kitsune guide you!
and honor. One punch is all I need.
Nice one!
Howdy.
You're in the presence of a legend.
Locations impacted indicated sectors Delta. Field Research Training Module 1. While conducting your field research out in the Olympic Exclusion Zone, you may find conditions unkind to your personal transport unit. Steel and rubber in particular are extremely susceptible to zone conditions. In your toolkit, you have access to the basic equipment you need to maintain your transport. When out on the field, make sure to utilize all appropriate safety gear and equipment. ARDA does not condone petty theft. However, should you find yourself in a life-threatening situation, you may at times borrow from your surroundings. Phenomena out in the wilderness, remember the 3 safety steps. Number 1. Observe only at a careful distance. Approach only at your own risk. Number 2. Do not attempt to contain or interact with the phenomena. Should you do so, immediately report your findings and follow appropriate decontamination procedures upon your return from the field. And number 3, leave them where you found them. Above all, do not forget the most important critical rule. Do not get caught out in the instability. We remind you that ARDA is not liable for any entropic reconstitution that occurs to you or your loved ones should you interact with the instability. All ARDA personnel are expected to follow strict protocol. Remember, personal methods of creative expression are highly encouraged so long as it does not interfere with official equipment. ARDA is not liable for any injuries or death suffered as a result. That's it for today's training. Happy trails and good luck.
Господи, спа! Timore!
Oh, wow!
The other squads are specific. They have their faults. We cannot afford to have any. We adapt as the mission requires because we are the best. We lead. And we do things by the book.
We are out in 60.
We have no room for doubt. We strike quickly and precisely. We face the unknown with confidence and coordination, or we die. Our greatest responsibility is to maintain the level of trust and respect that military and police worldwide have given us for years.
Ready? Move out!
Viper Strike has the expertise and the connections to ensure we can continue to perform our duty. And Rainbow's standard of quality is never questioned.
This is the World Detective Organization. Yuma, a trainee detective, and Shinigami, the spirit haunting him, will solve the strange incidents within Kanai Ward, a city ruthlessly controlled by Amaterasu Corporation. You'll investigate these incidents alongside master detectives of the organization. Each one has a supernatural ability that can prove useful during investigations. Mimic body types and voices with disguise. Detect heartbeats and whispers with audio aptitude. And witness past crime scenes with post-cognition. These abilities can be shared with Yuma.
So this is post-cognition.
So use them to get closer to cracking a case. After collecting enough evidence, a mystery labyrinth will appear.
Ready?
through this mystery.
Spot the inconsistencies and uncover the truth. Master Detective Archives Rain Code launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th.
Peggy 16.
Ravenbound is a combat-focused roguelite set in a huge open world. And it's a dangerous world too, filled with corrupted entities that wish to end your quest to save Avald. I'm Emil from Systemic Reaction, and these are the monsters of Ravenbound. The Hulder are deadly creatures of the forest. In battle, the Crown Mother will try to trap you with a putrid gas, allowing its scions to freely lash at you with its whip-like fingers. Keep moving while you avoid the Crown Mother's attacks and wait for the right moment to strike. Draugr are the undead that lurk in the mists. The Draugr champion will summon warrior and barbarian Draugr to fight for it. But don't let these keep you from your target, as once the leader falls, the rest are laid to rest. Trolls are massive creatures that can kill just about anything unfortunate enough to meet the end of their clubs. Avoid the troll's attack at all costs. Studying the troll's huge movements will help players dodge and block their powerful blows before finally landing their own. There are many more enemies you'll face in your quest to save Avald from hatred. Even though you are unlikely to succeed in a single lifetime, fear not, for in Ravenbound, that which kills you makes you stronger.
This place. Hello, Dr. Ward. This used to be a beautiful world. Until it was destroyed.
My head!
Did the Metahedron bring us here?
Since the dawn of humankind, our species has gazed toward the skies and wondered whether we were truly alone. 6 months ago, we got our answer. The whole world is relying on us. Let's do this.
The Metahedron's energy levels are rising.
Power supply failing.
Hermes is being pulled towards it.
Hang on, everyone.
Your friends are trapped just as you are. If you want to make it home, you must uncover the secrets of this place and face its dangers. Oh my God! Your curiosity will guide you forward. For inside every plant and creature hides the key to your power.
There's the brain. The Deutocerebrum seems to be generating an enzyme used to create a cryogenic fluid, so if I take a sample, I might be able to replicate the process.
Your tools are your weapons. Each one that you create will help you defend and destroy. Your cunning will defeat your enemies, so plan your attacks carefully. Each foe is a puzzle you must solve to survive.
Now's my chance. It's infesting the water.
This knowledge I bestow is but the beginning. You must become stronger. You must journey further. You must prepare yourself for what is yet to come.
Welcome to Sherlock Holmes The Awakened, a Lovecraftian adventure horror game scheduled to be released in early 2023. Before we continue, we want to let you know that we just released a playable demo on Steam, so please give it a try and let us know what you think. Now, let us dive in. In The Awakened, you play as young Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, and you face your most terrifying case ever, a dark cult that worships eldritch beings beyond human comprehension. The investigation will take you across several semi-open world locales across the globe. Investigate the gloom alleys of Victorian London, the haunting corridors of a mental asylum in Swiss Alps, the bustling streets of New Orleans, the treacherous Louisiana wetlands, and more. Follow the trail of kidnappings, murders, vile human experiments, ominous rituals, and finally, reach the heart of darkness that will shatter Sherlock's mind and understanding of our place in this world. Sherlock's mind will slip further into madness as he gets closer to the truth. Otherworldly nightmares will haunt you every step of the way. Each hallucination is a mental puzzle to solve. Explore your environments, find subtle hints, and uncover the most unexpected and fascinating ways to escape this madness. Our Sherlock Holmes games are built on the principle of no hand-holding detective work, and The Awakened is no exception. Apply your deduction skills to figure out how to solve each case and track down culprits. Play as Dr. Watson to experience his side of the story and gameplay, and see two chance roommates become the legendary detective duo we all know and love. This is all we can show for now. We are nearing the end of the production cycle, but as you probably know, our studio is located in Ukraine and the ongoing invasion makes the development quite problematic. Once again, we want to thank everyone who has supported our studio, our Kickstarter backers and fans. You all have helped us make this game possible. We truly appreciate it.
Introducing the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass. This paid DLC includes 2 waves of content. The first wave is DecaPolice. Make this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon game your stomping grounds. This is Booyah Base. It's got some pretty nifty weapons and gear. You might spot a few familiar faces alongside new shopkeepers. Products here are the same as the ones in Splatsville, so shop wherever your vibes are strongest. Salmon Run, Table Turf Battle, The Shoal, and Amiibo functionality all work in the same way here too. The Squid Sisters will also perform here during Splatfests. Need a mix of old school and freshness? Then head over to DecaPolice. The first wave of this paid DLC launches this spring. Oh, what's this? Wave 1 DecaPolice launches this spring. Wave 2 Side Order will launch in the future. The Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Your luck has run out.
Get ready for the next battle! Tekken 8! New challenger!
Going somewhere?
Nina Williams!
Go away. Isn't it past your bedtime? You're not getting away. Die in silence. Goodbye. That was disappointing.
There was an outbreak. They killed everyone.
Deceive has already opened the portal to the tower.
So you are the new conqueror.
The past of almost each of the Keepers of Order is complicated.
Grid in this narrative puzzle adventure set within the Tron universe. Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve what was lost as you navigate through a perilous world. Your decisions and the alliances you forge will impact your journey and the entire server. Tron Identity launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April.
Di sini gak ada yang bisa lo lakuin. Kalau gitu, mulai detik ini gue adain perang ke lo, bangsat. Banyak alasan kontol. Lu yang kontol, bangsat. Gue yang bisa gelut di sini. Jadi kalau mau gelut, ilaunya gue kontol. Coba aja.
Here's the Earth. And this is Hong Kong. My name is Vivian Niemandsverdriet. And if you think you've recognized me from somewhere, it is because you did. Not that anybody cares anymore. I happened to win the Olympics. Multiple disciplines. The feces do hit the fan every once in a while, and there I was, on my own. Reinventing my career and venturing into the world of entertainment as a celebrity chef was the best thing my agent had in mind. Quitting that job and following my true passion was the best thing I had in mind. And here I am now, a master gunsmith working for the Hong Kong police. You seem to be new here. Let me give you a quick tour.
We all thought that the Great War will end the world as we know it. And spoiler alert, it totally did. Superpowers are now obsolete. Entered the banks and multinationals. These guys run their own governments these days. If you never heard of Dower Synthetics, for the past 2 decades you've been living under a rock. The police itself is a private security arm of Dower Synthetics in Hong Kong. A few years back, someone smart upstairs wasn't thinking straight and started the modern military. A rehabilitation program for convicted war criminals. You guessed it right. These guys made the ranks of Hong Kong's finest. I was lucky enough to be assigned to the zombie unit.
Light him up.
What in the world happened here?
Standard police procedure.
These guys are all right.
Yeah, Doc, take it easy.
This is Cortez. He's a gentle giant and a bookman.
How the fuck do you know what he said?
Advanced telepathy?
Kicking ass should be his middle name. This is Doc. A living proof that Dostoevsky's characters are real people.
Better be safe than sorry.
Cereza.
We didn't come in here together.
I don't have much to say about him except for the fact that he's very cute when he keeps his mouth shut, and that happens almost never.
Shut the fuck up, Herzog.
The only person that can rival his love for ramen is Hannah. Meet Detective Stone. She's a badass katana-wielding Hong Kong police officer. Her Swiss accent is kind of funny, and it's not like we always understand what she's saying.
Frankie, this shit is incredible.
But it's her combat skills that do most of the talking. This ain't no toothpick she's swinging. She moves like a cheetah with that sword of hers. Elegant and deadly.
You motherfuckers are like my own children.
Captain is a complicated man. On surface, he's the angry captain that is always angry. I think there's more to it, but nobody ever tells me nothing. He cares a lot, and it shows.
Aye, aye.
The world around us has been changing fast, and I try not to think too much about the future. What's important today is that I do my best at what I do best, and my friends are always with me.
We Love Katamari is back and newly remastered. Roll it up. Roll it in. Make your Katamari bigger. Take control of the pint-sized prince and roll up this, that, and the whole world. Roll by yourself. Roll with a friend. Roll versus a foe. Grow your Katamari. Your fans and the king will love it. But if you fail, you'll face the king's stern glare. Life is full of peaks and valleys. Roll those Katamari. Even the king of all cosmos had a tough past, filled with the strict discipline and fierce training of his own father. Royal Reverie! New challenges have been added. Work hard to become the great king of all cosmos. Can the young king rise to the tough challenges? Bring your camera while you roll and say cheese. Selfie! Rock and roll to your own personal set list, favorite BGM, and even more new stuff that will keep you rolling on and on. Dads love Katamari, moms love Katamari, grandpas and grandmas love Katamari, friends and teachers love Katamari, this kid, that kid, your inner kid. We love Katamari Reroll Plus. Royal Reverie!
Thank you.
On sale June 2nd.
For centuries, we have clashed with the kimono. They were ferocious as wildfire and unstoppable as the incoming tide. Our only hope was to hunt the beast with our ancient technology. But in the hands of our most inventive, this technology gave us more than a chance at mere survival. It gave us a chance to fight back. We honor the hunters and the kimono. For we...
Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass DLC.
Lapidurist extraordinaire.
What now?
Say hello to Masha, the newest hero and a refined lapidarist. She can use special ore to craft accessories that can bestow various effects. Challenge battles with roguelike elements are also being added. Select only one character and battle wave after wave of enemies. For every win, you'll earn more heroes and special abilities. Rack up victories with your heroes and set your sights on the final stage. You might also get special in-game outfits as a reward. And coming in Volume 4 later this year.
Tell me why! Is this really what you want? Nothing's gonna get through to him. He's a heartless machine. Like killing Granddad wasn't enough for you?
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Expansion Pass for the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game launches on the Nintendo Switch system February